This is gonna blow your mind. Stop doing these cruise mistakes. Do this instead. Dreaming of turquoise waters, exotic ports, and endless buffets. Cruises offer a fantastic escape, but navigating the high seas of vacation planning can be tricky. One wrong move can turn your dream cruise into a disaster. This video reveals 20 common and some shocking cruise mistakes that can seriously derail your trip, from passport perils to onboard billing blunders. So, grab your life vests, because we're about to dive into the deep end of cruise calamities. Welcome back to my channel, Forever Diverse Journeys. Alright, picture this. You've been dreaming of this cruise for months. You're finally at the port, ready to board, margarita in hand, and then it hits you. That little panic moment where you realize you checked your passport. Always, and I mean always, keep your essential documents, medications, and anything you absolutely can't live without for a few hours in your carry-on. This includes your passport or driver's license, cruise tickets, credit cards, cash, phone, chargers, medications, and one change of clothes in case your luggage takes a detour. Consider it your embarkation survival kit. Trust me, this simple step will save you from a world of headaches. Before you even think about packing your swimsuit, let's talk documents. You'd be surprised how many people book a cruise and then forget to check the paperwork. It's like forgetting your wallet on a date, a real mood killer. While some US cruises might be lenient with a driver's license and birth certificate, a passport is your golden ticket to stress-free travel, especially for international cruises. Trust me, the cruise line isn't going to be impressed, and you'll be stuck at home, watching reruns of The Love Boat and wondering what could have been. So, you've got your passport, excellent. Now, grab your reading glasses and check the expiration date. Many countries demand your passport to be valid for at least 6 months after your cruise ends. It doesn't matter if you're a week away from your cruise or 6 months. An expired passport is like trying to pay for a $10,000 diamond necklace with a Blockbuster card. Avoid the last-minute scramble and check your passport's expiration date well in advance. Trust me, the only tears you should be shedding on your vacation are from laughing too hard at the karaoke bar, not from being denied boarding. Okay, so you've made it onto the ship. Congrats. Now, let's talk about making the most of your time in port. Don't be that person who steps off the ship with zero clue about what to do or where to go. Do your homework and research your destinations before you set sail. What are the must-see attractions? What's the local cuisine? How are you going to get around? Remember, time in port is precious. Don't waste it wandering aimlessly. Unless that's your thing, then by all means, wander away. We've all been there. You return home from a fabulous vacation, only to be greeted by a mountain of bills. But nothing ruins that post-vacation glow like a phone bill that costs more than the trip itself. Folks, this happens more than you think, especially on cruises. People forget to put their phones in airplane mode, and then bam, they get hit with outrageous roaming charges from using their phones at sea. So, do yourself a favor. As soon as you board the ship, switch your phone to airplane mode. Use the ship's Wi-Fi for all your internet needs. It might not be free, but it will be significantly cheaper than racking up a 4-figure roaming bill. Alright, listen up, because I cannot stress this enough. Booking a flight that arrives the same day your cruise departs is like playing chicken with your vacation. It's risky, stressful, and could leave you waving goodbye to your cruise as it sails off into the sunset without you. Flight delays happen, it's just a fact of life, and the last thing you want is to be stuck at the airport while your cruise ship sets sail without you. Just don't do it. Arrive at least a day early to avoid this high-stakes gamble. Enjoy a nice hotel, explore the port city, and board the ship feeling relaxed and ready to sail. Disembarkation Day, the bittersweet end to your cruise adventure. You're excited to get home, but also dreading the inevitable unpacking and return to reality. But before you book that super early flight home, hold your horses. Ships rarely disembark exactly on schedule. There are customs to clear, luggage to collect, and transportation to arrange. Booking a 7 a.m. flight might sound like a good idea in theory, but in reality, it's a recipe for disaster. Do yourself a favor and book a noon flight, or even later if your port is far from the airport. We all love a good deal, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to cruises, that rock bottom price might be hiding some, shall we say, unpleasant surprises. A cheap cruise might seem tempting at first, but consider what you're really getting. What kind of ship is it? What's the itinerary like? What amenities are included? Remember, you often get what you pay for. A bargain basement cruise might leave you feeling like you're on a floating Motel 6 rather than the luxurious escape you were hoping for. Choosing the right cruise ship is like picking the perfect partner. It's a big decision, and you need to make sure you're compatible. Not all cruise ships are created equal, and each has its own personality and vibe. Are you traveling with kids who will need water slides, kids clubs, and enough activities to tire them out? Or are you seeking a more intimate, adults-only experience with a focus on fine dining and enrichment programs? Remember, choosing the right ship can make or break your cruise experience. Alright folks, let's talk about sun protection. Forgetting sunscreen on a cruise is like forgetting to bring a paddle to a canoe race. The sun is no joke, especially when you're out on the open water. Those UV rays are reflecting off the water, intensifying their strength. Pack plenty of sunscreen and reapply it frequently, even on cloudy days. And don't forget a hat and sunglasses to protect your face and eyes. Remember, a bad sunburn can ruin your entire cruise. Shore excursions can be a great way to experience the ports of call, but they can also be expensive and restrict your freedom. Many ports are easily explored independently. Hop in a taxi, use local transportation, or simply wander around and discover the hidden gems. You'll save money and have more flexibility to explore at your own pace. Sometimes the best adventures are the ones you create yourself. Here's a little secret about cruise itineraries. They're more like guidelines than rules. Mother Nature has a mind of her own, and sometimes she likes to throw a wrench in the best laid plans. Cruise itineraries can change due to weather, port restrictions, or other unforeseen circumstances. Instead of getting upset, embrace the unexpected. Remember, flexibility is key to a successful cruise. Let's be real, nobody likes a grumpy Gus. Cruise ship crew members work incredibly hard to ensure your enjoyment. They deserve your respect and kindness. Remember, a little bit of kindness goes a long way. This is the ultimate cruise nightmare. Missing your cruise ship is like forgetting your anniversary and your spouse's birthday on the same day. Whether you mismanage your time in port, overindulge at the local bar, or simply arrive late on embarkation day, missing your ship is a costly and stressful experience. Always be back on board well before the all-aboard time. Set an alarm, use the ship's clocks, and don't rely on your phone's time. Remember, the ship will not wait for you. Look, I get it. Insurance isn't exactly the most exciting thing to spend money on. Travel insurance is essential for any trip, especially a cruise. It protects you from unexpected events like medical emergencies, flight cancellations, lost luggage, and a whole host of other potential disasters. Don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Get yourself some travel insurance. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Disembarkation Day, the day you trade in your swimsuit for real clothes and wave goodbye to unlimited buffets. But before you pack everything away the night before, let's talk about disembarkation attire. Don't be caught in your pajamas, or worse yet, your skivvies, when it's time to leave the ship. Keep a comfortable and presentable outfit handy for the morning. This one is for all my people who rely on medication. Forgetting your meds on a cruise is not like forgetting your toothbrush. Pack all your essential medications in your carry-on bag, not your checked luggage. And always pack extra in case of delays or unexpected events. Your cabin is your home away from home on a cruise ship. Choosing the right cabin can make or break your cruise experience. Do your research and consider your needs. Think about your priorities and choose a cabin that will enhance your cruise experience, not detract from it. Look, cruises are like floating cities, filled with people from all walks of life. And just like in any city, there are bound to be a few characters. Avoid arguments with other passengers. It's not worth your time or energy. If someone is being rude or disruptive, politely excuse yourself or alert a crew member. Remember, you're on vacation to relax and have fun, not to get into a heated debate about politics or religion. You've reached the end of your cruise and it's time to settle your onboard account. Don't let a billing blunder put a damper on your vacation memories. Review your onboard account regularly throughout your cruise. Check for any erroneous charges, duplicate entries or suspicious activity. Catching mistakes early will save you a lot of headaches later on. So be proactive and stay on top of your spending. So there you have it, folks. 20 common cruise mistakes that can turn your dream vacation into a nautical nightmare. By following these simple tips and using a little common sense, you can avoid these pitfalls and ensure a smooth, stress-free, and truly memorable cruise experience. Now, go forth and conquer the high seas. Happy cruising. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more travel tips and adventures. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next voyage.